Hey everybody, what's going on? This is OGK here with my first Axie Infinity video. I'm super excited to bring this to you guys. For those that don't know about Axie, it's an up-and-coming crypto game. It is the largest crypto game to date. Its marketplace and economy is absolutely just blowing up right now. So if you guys don't know about Axie Infinity, take some time, educate yourself, and get involved in the game. Now, for my first video, I want to show you guys basically what I've done so far with my account. You can see here that I have 11 Axies at the moment, one of which I just bred a few minutes ago. But really what I want to do is I want to show you guys how to get started with a breeding farm and how to get started making your own Axies so that you can, start to sell those into the community. Just so that more players can get involved, more players are going to be able to buy Axies. So to kind of jump into it here, you can see my team of Axies that I have at the moment, my 11. I'll start off by explaining my first three. So the first three Axies that I bought here are the ones with the lowest ID numbers. Here I'll sort by lowest for everybody. So the three lowest ID numbers when I got started playing about 2 months ago, we were still in the 500,000s, okay? So with my Axie team here, I got my tank, which is a big plant in the front. Then I have a Aqua with Shoal, but also Sponge is the key move on that to give it a little bit of tankiness. And we also have the Nemo on the tail. And then on the back line, I have an Aqua with Cuckoo. This is a great PvP team, and I will mention that someone in the Axie community recommended this team to me when I was a new player. So that's how I actually got onto this build, and it's done me great so far. Now to get into the breeding portion. Now this Axie right here was one of the two Axies that started my breeding farm. And it's really important to take a look at its hidden IVs. Hidden IVs, IVs Pokemon term by the way. Basically it's for their hidden stats, which in Axie referred to as the R1 and the R2 that you can see there on the screen. It's basically their hidden moves. Now in order to get this nice little calculator tool that I have up on screen, you're going to want to download Freak's Axie extension. It's a fantastic community-made tool that basically shows you the hidden moves on your Axies. This is a key component, let me emphasize, key component to breeding. If you do not know the hidden movesets, you're going to get a lot of junky Axies, and that's not going to be good for anybody. So let's get into why I picked this one. So I picked this Axie as one of my two breeding Axies to buy off the start for two reasons. The first reason is it has a decent overall percentage here of 83. So most of the parts are aqua parts. Obviously we're trying to breed pure aquas because they have the most value out of any aquas that we could possibly breed. Now the only issue with this particular aqua is it has a very weak tail. And what I mean by a weak tail is it has two moves, two beast moves. You can see Nutcracker appears there twice. So when you're trying to find a mate for this Axie in particular, you want to make sure that you have an Axie that has a very strong tail to give yourself the best opportunity of getting a pure Axie, okay? So I'm going to actually show you his mate that I have sold already. It was just sold recently, and the new owner renamed it to Nutty. But this was the other Axie that I used to start my farm. Now the strength of this Axie was its tail. If you remember, needed to have a strong tail to go with the other Axie that I had there. And this one was about the same percentage as well. It was around 80%. And this one was a little weak in the mouth. This one also had Nutcracker mouth. The reason why I focused on Nutcracker as the quote-unquote miss for my Axies is because Nutcrack is a decent move. So if I do happen to miss on my breed, I'm still going to get a decent move, which is going to make my Axie still hold some value. So I bred this Axie, go back to my team here, with this Axie here, with the weak tail, and it resulted in these first 3 Axies. As you can see, I bred it 3 times, and then I have these first 3 hatches, first hatch, second hatch, and third hatch. And you can see here, I named them Stud, Cell, and Stud, just going off the IVs that they produced, right? So you can see here that my 83, and I believe the other Axie was an 81 or 82, produced actually a 95%, 79%, also a 93. So in my books, I'm viewing that like I hit 2 out of 3 times, with 1 miss here. The one that came out with Nutcrack tail is the miss, but I got a 95%er here with a Nemo tail, so that's awesome. He's also got Oranda, Risky Fish, and Goldfish, so very powerful Axie. And then on the other Axie that came out, I got Risky Fish, let me try that again. Risky Fish, Oranda, Goldfish, and also Koi. So the backline Koi there, probably to go with a midline Nemo. Could even be a backline Nemo depending on what you prefer. With the amount of DPS and no tank, it's probably a backline, but either way, got 2 fantastic breeds out of the first 3. And then this kind of put me in a spot of, well, I need a third Axie, because if anyone's aware of the basic breeding mechanics, if you have 3 independent Axies, you can basically make a breeding farm forever. So I needed to get my third Axie that was independent from these Axies, because as you know, there is no incest in Axie Infinity. You cannot breed brothers and sisters. So I needed to get another family member, or another Axie from a different family, in order to breed. So what I did actually is I took my 95%er, obviously with such high IVs, I viewed it as very low chance to miss, and I bred it with my Sponge Aqua, who had been bred 3 times previously, which resulted in this 4th hatch here that came out at 89%. Was happy with that one. Wasn't overly amazing, but it came out pure Aqua, which is amazing. Came out with the Nemo, so can't complain too much. And that gave me my 3 Axies that I wanted to breed with, right? So I got the 95, I got the 93, and I got the 89 at the moment. And I'll just quickly go off and just explain about percentages. In all the research that I've done about IVs and which IVs to breed, a lot of top breeders aren't breeding Axies under 90, some even 95%, because they're looking to just stay pure and try to maximize the opportunity that they have to get 100%ers. Me personally, I'm looking for value in which is going to produce good Axies, right? So this 83, I picked it up for about, we can even look, I picked it up cheap. It was about 300 bucks. 1.345 is what I picked it up for, and that was with 0 breeds. And then I just started, the other one that I bought was about the same price, so I spent maybe $500-600 in order to breed, obviously, these Axies, and this one Axie alone might be worth that. So it's obviously a great investment to get into breeding, and it allows you to provide Axies to the community as well. So as mentioned, I bred my Sponge here with my 95%, which gave me this 89. And then I bred the 89 with the 93. What I'm trying to do moving forward now is trying to breed similar IVs together, but trying to maintain Axies that balance each other out. So remember what I was saying earlier? If an Axie has a weak tail, you want to counter it with an Axie that has a strong tail. Give yourself the best opportunity for a pure Aqua, right? So the first 2 that I hatched from there, I received this pure Aqua. I got Risky Fish, Oranda, Goldfish, and Koi. So another jacked backline Aqua that's going to, be very helpful to somebody's team. It's going to make me a couple bucks as well. And then I got this one as well, another strong backline Koi. risky fish, shoal, goldfish, and koi. So there you have it, folks. It's that easy to get started breeding your own Axies. And if you really focus on, the proper parts that you're looking for, you can do it smart without, only using 95 pluses. But yeah, you can just see here that I've bought 5 Axies. I've owned 12 now. This is actually my 12th egg that's coming up here. And I have some SLP to breed some more. Maybe I'll breed one for you guys on stream. For my first video, I'll breed one for you guys right now so you guys can see what it looks like. I've been meaning to actually breed my mutts together, which is my 79 and my 82, which are my lowest 2 Axies that I've got. Now, I am definitely slightly scared about the tail here because you have nutcrack in the first slot on the 79%. You have a nutcrack in the second slot on this one. So actually the highest percentage of tail on this Axie is going to be nutcrack. Now its second highest percentage is going to be koi, and they're going to be very close. And that's where most of the risk comes in. But like I said, it's for the stream, it's for you guys. So let's show you guys what it looks like. So I'm going to take this baby from 3 and 4. That's what this stands for, my little coding. Baby from hatch 3 and 4, which is these two. And I'm going to breed it with the second hatch from the first batch that I had, okay? So baby 3 and 4, get ready to make your own baby. And you are making your baby with the second hatcher here. You guys can see 300 SLP because they've never been bred before. And thank you to the Axie developers for reducing the breeding fee now that AXS has shot through the roof again. AXS hit $75 yet this week, which is this little blue token here, which is required to breed. Back down to about 65 bucks, but you'll see it break down here in the calculator. So in the calculator, when you go to breed, it actually shows you the value of everything that you're putting into this Axie, so you have an idea of what the intrinsic value of the Axie is. So you can see here my 2 AXS is about 140 bucks right now. My 300 SLP is actually 56 bucks. So this Axie is going to cost me about $200 to breed, okay? So I know that I can't sell this Axie for anything less than 200 or else I'm going to lose my money. But we're going to breed them together and we're going to see what we get. This is an 82 and a 79. Typically, I would not breed these Axies together. But for the stream, for you guys, we're going to do it. So this is what it looks like when you go through breeding. You get the nice little heart on screen. You get an egg delivered. You can go to your activities and you can see here you bred the baby with your second hatch for 300 small love potion. I guess they switched that technically. It used to be called smooth. And then you will get the egg hatch up here. It takes a couple minutes. Sometimes it's instant. Sometimes it takes a little bit. So right now we're going to have to wait a little bit. I won't make you guys wait with me, but you guys will see next video. That Axie number will probably be around 417, 418, or 4.18 mil, I guess, is where we're at with Axies. How many numbers are there? 3, 6. Yeah. So there it is actually. It appeared for you guys. Okay. So that Axie that we just bred is actually going to be the 4,163,929th Axie born into the world. So there you have it. Axie number over 4 million. That's it, folks. That's how easy it is to breed. So keep breeding. Keep selling Axies into the community until everybody has Axies, because we need to push the Axie revolution as far as we can go. This game is absolutely life-changing for so many people. So let's just keep growing it. Keep pushing it and keep grinding, Axie fam. I will see you guys on the Axie leaderboards as I am pushing for the top 1,000 in my first full season here. So season 18 is my first full season. So get ready to see me on the top 1,000 in the leaderboards, folks. Have a great day. Take care. Bye.